Hi, this is Dallin Stringham in Account Management, and this is the ABB Caterpillar case video. So just getting into things, wow, things are not looking great right now. It's pretty rough with Dan and the relationship that he walked into with Caterpillar. Things are pretty rough there, especially with Paul. And it seems like things are on the way out and that they're not going to renew the contract, which is like, I can't imagine what his situation is. And so really what he needs to do is if they are going to save this account, they need to go like everything we can do. They need to get not just the sales department involved, because it sounds like in the past, they've had a lot of issues with being overpromised and underdelivered. So that is the first thing that's really important to work on, is to be like, okay, if we're going to save this account, and be very clear with your executives, like, okay, like they think we don't care about them, they don't care about us, and we're on the out. That's important. The second thing is really going to be to focus on that relationship when it comes to like whoever told Paul that, oh, like we give stuff to you, you don't ask from us, like is crazy, and that'll destroy a relationship, which yeah, like obviously that's where things are at now. And so they need to figure out who did that and likely fire them. However, Dan is doing a good job. It was a little tricky figuring out. I was like, oh, this is what the situation looks like from our side. Oh, wow, this is what it actually is. And so that's where I think he really did a good job meeting with Paul over at Caterpillar. And then also his email to BU was important, because it's like, hey, like, no, this is what things are. This is what they need to be. We're going to get there. So I think he should definitely meet with BU and work on that relationship. Of course, like a little bit of scorched earth, but also like repair it. And then of course he needs to meet with Paul. So I mean, really at this point, like he's almost starting at rock bottom. So the big roadblocks: repairing relationships with Caterpillar, especially Paul, and then from there, improving things with BU and getting both companies synchronized or groups synchronized, so that they can get on track for the target. So what he really needs to be asking himself and his company is just, okay, like what do we want with this account? Like, because at this point we're going to lose it. So do we want to keep it? Is it worth the time and the effort? Can we save this? He's going to need to ask, okay, who do we need to involve to get this done? And he's going to do that internally, and he's going to have to ask his stakeholders. And then he's going to have to ask, okay, like what are our next steps, and what can we offer? What can we change to actually give them the value that they need? And so I think he's got it in him. He's done a good job so far, but this is a pretty crazy situation. And that is the video. Thanks.